Okay, so next game we have chest to chest. This is a game I love for developing aggression, and it also lets your guys who are kind of timid, it lets them be able to attack for an extended period of time without a lot of consequences. So I know Kevin likes this drill a lot too. So chest to chest is normally done on the rail. It's very similar to circles and frames. His objective as the attacker is to get his chest to my chest, and that is it. Or connect or touch my chest in such a way where I could not defend myself. So we'll say a common example is I had 2 frames against Kettle, but he crushes my frames and he gets his shoulder to my shoulder. So you're going to crush my frames. That counts. So he wins in that case. My objective, he can also go chest to my back. If he passes my hand and he gets to here, I lose and he wins. My objective as the defender is very similar to circles and frames, where I'm going to keep my hands and Carol's hands between he and I to make sure that he cannot get towards my chest. As an example, we have 4 arms. The most minimal defense I can have is my own arm between he and I. A good, even better one is if I have both my hands between he and I. Now, if his hands are in the center here, and I am pinning his arms with my arms, now I have 4 layers of defense to stop him from coming forward. Now, this matters a lot for maybe I'm trapping his hand against his own body. Oh, I'll take the shield off real quick so we can see it. Maybe I'm doing something where I'm trapping his arm against his body, and then now I have 3 objects. His hand and my 2 arms between he and I, and all he has is this arm to try to advance forward. And what he then needs to do is remove these frames using a shoulder movement. I guess we should show that. So the way you get rid of a frame is a lot with shoulder movement and popping their frames up with your elbows. So if I'm fighting with Kettle and I have this frame, Kettle can remove this frame in a lot of different ways. Kettle, just remove this frame however you want. Kettle can pop it by swimming his arm in, removing it that way. If my frame is a little loose and I'm doing something like this, he can push my elbow that way. He can push my elbow off of him and clear the frame. But basically, anytime someone has frames on me, I can push their hand up, I can push their hand down and close off the space so they don't get it back. I can push their, if he's connected to me, I can just roll my shoulder. If I'm here, I can go like this and swim in like that. Just moving the frame, just like in boxing. When someone throws a punch, I can roll out of the way and then answer back on the inside. But basically, anytime someone has frames, you can use your movement. You can use lateral movement, as you'll see in and you'll see in a minute, of how to get these frames off you so you can close distance. Okay, Kettle, I'll let you attack. And I'm going to stay in relatively close. We might move around a bit, just because if you're a runner or a smaller person, you need to use movement to try to get past someone's frames. If you're just standing there in front of them, you'll probably lose the grenade. Okay, Kettle. Back up a little bit, and then we'll say go. All right, ready, go. And it's connected. Good. Go, man. Good. I had this frame in, but he pushed the frame kind of up and still got connection on the torso, which is good. Go ahead again. Go ahead. I like that. Go ahead. Good. Kettle got behind me, created chest to chest. I'll go ahead and go. All right, ready? Oh, I'm attacking.
Oh, okay.
I'm attacking.
Right, sorry.
Ready? Go. Then I got behind. Good. And that's an example of chest to chest. Super good, just because if you can get your chest to your opponent's chest, no matter what, you can look for takedowns, even really shitty ones. As long as that's the only thing you're controlling in the fight, and you need to coach one of your guys and be like, dude, run at that guy, get chest to chest, and go for hump and bump. That is an extremely effective tactic to do for your newer guys. All right, thanks.